So you want that blurred DSLR background. You want to click pictures that have that nice shallow depth of field, and you want to probably use portrait mode on your Android phone. What's up guys, Anubhav here. Today we're talking about how to get all of that bokeh, depth of field, blurred background, whatever you want to call it, using your phone, even if it's not a 27 rendition of modern day portrait mode smartphones. With that being said, I'm going to be showing you guys 3 ways on how you can achieve more or less the same thing using your phone's camera. With that being said, if you guys like the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. Tip number 1. Try moving closer to the damn subject. So this is the first way to get a nice blurry background, and that is to differentiate the thing that you're shooting, whether it's a human, an object, or anything that you want to shoot, from the background or the foreground to get that depth of field. That way, when you use your phone or any other camera for that matter, it's the same mechanism. The object that you're clicking is in focus, and if there is significant distance from the background and the foreground, then there will be a shallow depth of field or a blurred background present. So if you're in a place where you can go in and actually move closer to what you're shooting, even if it's with your phone, then do that. And if you can't, then we'll move on to the next methods. But this is probably one of the best ways to get bokeh, because you're actually moving in physically with the phone and not zooming in or anything of that sort. So the way to get authentic bokeh using your smartphone, physically moving in, would be what I would suggest for first timers. The second tip I would like to give you guys on getting blurred images with your phone is open up that aperture. Now if you don't know what aperture is, then I suggest you do a little bit of googling, because that's really a camera concept I do not want to explain at this juncture. But basically what I'm trying to say is, if your phone does not have manual controls, then get another secondary camera application. There are tons on the Play Store. I even have a video which will be in the card above on the best DSLR camera apps for your Android. Using manual camera will allow you to manually choose the focus points, open up the aperture to the widest that you can using your phone. Most phones support f1.7 or f1.8, and just for contrast, f1.8 is what I am shooting on my DSLR or mirrorless. So that kind of depth of field you can get on your phone if you just use f1.8 or a very wide aperture like that. So open up your aperture and you should be getting some really cool blurry background pictures. So let's say you tried doing everything I asked you to, but you already have a picture that you shot previously before you knew these things, or you're in a stage where you can't really move in and don't really have time to download new apps and experiment opening up the aperture with them. What do you do in that case? You add it in post. Well, so the next or the last tip that I would like to give you guys is to add that depth of field in post. Now do keep in mind, this out of all the tips is going to be the most hit or miss option, because not all pictures will look good with fake blurry because not all pictures will look good with fake blurry backgrounds. But this is the last resort. This is the last thing that you can do in case you have to have that blurry background. In order to do this, what I use is Snapseed. There is a feature called tilt shift in there, where you basically click on it and it lets you choose the part that you want blurred and the part that you want to keep in focus. Could be handy, could actually work in case of some portraits if you have pictures of particular people. But if it's objects or if it's a landscape shot, then you can forget about doing it. Landscape shots don't have bokeh anyway. But then again, it's there. You can use it if you want to, and if you do it really carefully, if you zoom into the specific parts and can actually pull it off, it looks just as good, if not better, than pictures that are shot using an actual depth of field. But then again, that's pretty much it on how you can get that blurry background using nothing but your phone. I have a lot of people asking me, what kind of camera do you use from my Instagram feed? Whereas the truth is, most of the pictures are shot with my phone, and that's what it is, right? You don't need fancy gear. You just need a phone and a few tips hopefully from my videos, to help you guys know what you should do to enhance your mobile photography game. With that being said, speaking of Instagram, follow me. My handle is _Anubhav_Roy_. Links in the description below. With that being said, this is Anubhav signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, check out my other videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace.